Hello everyone, today I am back at the Chuck E. Cheese in York, PA. I was here last year, however I decided to come back out and give you guys an updated 2025 store tour to see what changes they've made since last time I was here. This was a very early 2018 2.0 remodel. So let's get in there and see what's new. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom, and as you can see, this store is still a full 2018 remodel. There is no video wall here, which is shocking. I thought for sure I was going to see a video wall, but this somehow survived the standardizations of 2023, 2024, and 2025. So as you can see right here, they have the 2017 model dance floor, which at this point is extremely rare, and it actually looks like it was improved since last time. I'll make a note, but I kind of remember one of these squares here not lighting up. And as you can see, it's in perfect condition today. So it honestly looks better than a lot of the 2021 models I see, which are in pretty rough shape at this point, even for not being that old. This one looks to be in great shape, so I think they did some work on it. Last time I was here, they also had one of the TVs that was either off or broken, and now all three are working. I think this was the one that was out, and looks like all three of these on this side work too. Yeah, so the 6 TVs here are perfect. This is the only time I've seen the 2017 model dance floor and the 6 TVs. I have seen the transparent character pieces though, but I love that they are in stage order here. Chucky, Helen, Munch, Jasper, and Pasquale. All 5 of them are in the correct order since this store, of course, opened as a ShowBiz and it had a 3-stage here before 2.0. All 5 are the 2-panel versions, and if they did standardize this, they would have put the video wall right here, and then they would have had the 1-panel newer versions, probably new font here around the video wall. You can tell that the 3 stage used to be here because of the angle walls. Chucky would have been over there, and then Pasquale would have been over there. They also have the 2.0 booths and benches and tables in this store, of course, since this was a very early 2.0, it was before they started doing refreshes. On the left-hand side of the showroom, they have the 5 Chucky Silhouettes piece, and of course, all of the 2.0 art we'll see in this store is the older, glossy version. After that, they have some old signage. You can see they have the Rainbow Checkers emergency exit only signs. They have 2 of them right here, 1 on each door. They have more booths with outlet charging, and then they also have the party piece right here. In the back of the showroom, they have the large high-five piece with the very long booth and low 2.0 chairs here. They also have more high-top tables and chairs on that side. And then they have the lights. I don't believe these work anymore because of the Navori system. I don't think these get programming or anything, but they are still here. They did survive all the way up until now, and they had them last time, of course. But those would have turned on during live shows back in the day, and now, because of Navori, they don't work. Also on the right side of the showroom, they have their tech closet, which is right there, and then they have the full Rockstar ticket blaster. In this store, they have the older version of the 2.0 carpeting, of course. I wasn't really doing 2.0 store tours last time I came here, so I neglected to go down the restrooms hallway. But when I came in, I went down here and looked, and they still have the 90s metallic men's and women's signs right here. The only other store I saw these at that was 2.0, I believe, was Portage, Michigan, which was also an early 2.0. They kept these. And they have another one of the Rainbow Checkers emergency exit only signs down here as well. And I'm sure they got that restroom remodel there with 2.0. They have some newer coat racks here. These don't look like the old 90s ones. And then they have another change since the last time I was here was their trampoline zone. There weren't really any trampoline zones in Pennsylvania last time I visited, but now the Pennsylvania stores have started getting them. They have the smaller 3-pad one, and I'm not sure if any, there is art back there. I'll have to go look to see what piece I can tell that one's Bella. That one I'm assuming is Chucky. They have Chucky over there, but I can definitely tell Bella's there, but I'll go take a closer look in a minute. Then we have the kiddie ride area, so they have Octonauts. They have the police car ride. Then they have city bus tours. They also got new lights up here where the trampoline zone was installed. That's another change. Then they have the Whack-A-Minion game. They have the Super Big Rig. They have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid carousel right here. And then they have the Cheapo ride. And it has Rockstar graphics there and in the back. So full Rockstar. Very loud show tape volume. They're playing the Unicorn Academy, whatever that is. They have the Paw Patrol and Arcade Crossy Road and Jet Rider. Then over here, they have another emergency exit with more of the rainbow checker signs. And there's Bella's piece. And actually, that's the only one. So they only have Bella's installed here at this trampoline zone. I believe this is the first time I've only ever seen just Bella. Then they have Bunny Pond, they have Ski Racer, and another game I neglected to point out last time I was here is the Avenger, where a kid can be a kid basketball game. Look at that old footage there. I wasn't really doing 2.0 tours last time, so I didn't really do a good job of getting into too much detail, but I'm going to make sure I make up for that today with this new tour. Then they have the small version of Whack and Win. They have Chameleon Paradise, Cruise and Blast, and then starting after Chameleon Paradise, they have the earlier 2.0 tickets, which was something they did in the earlier remodels and they stopped doing. Then they have Dinosaur Catcher, Real Heroes Fire Rescue, they have Water Blast, Simpsons Soccer, they have 2-Minute Drill, they have 4 Alley Rollers with Marquee, Milk Jug Toss, and 2 NBA Hoops here at the windows. Also here by the windows, they have the Chuck E. Cheese's sketchbook with the Avenger characters on it. They have Jackpot Extreme, they have Tip and Blocks, they have Big Bass Wheel Pro. Then they have Pop the Lock right here. On this side of Red Hot, they have Tightrope. Then they do have a couple token action games. On this side, they have Wheel of Fortune. And on this side, they have Price is Right. And I played Price is Right before I started filming this, and both times I got a 2025 token out of this thing. So looks like that's what they're going to have for the most part. And it looks like mostly shiny tokens in here in general. They also have Arcade Crossy Road right here. On the other side of the cheapo ride, I missed Hit Music, which they also have right there. They also have Paw Patrol, Terminator Salvation. They have the Avengers Coin Pusher, Harpoon Lagoon, Pigs Might Fly, Pink Panther Jewel Heist, Sonic Blast Ball, Dizzy Chicken, Deep Sea Treasures, Bop to Win, Jelly Lab, and Big Win Super Spin here. And that is about it for games in this store. All right, now back here in the showroom, let's take a look at the service part for the restaurant. First up, we have the very long signature dough made fresh by hand right here sign. They have the high chairs with the Chuck E. Cheese warning label on them. They have a generic trash can. New wood floors all through here. They have the old font caution whip floor sign. They have the Pepsi machines and the thirst station sign, all glossy, of course. Then they have the Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese mission statement with timeline attachment. They have the older logo, the scripted font, of course, since this is an older remodel. That's also what they have on the building. They have the narrow pickup window with the, actually, this is the matte 2.0 pickup window sign. I'm not sure if they even have a glossy one. Then they have a diamond-shaped door, which is clearly from ShowBiz. Those diamond doors are trademark 90s ShowBiz stuff, 80s, 90s. They have their salad bar here since it's not low volume. Then they have the pizzeria and games up there. And then they would have had a circular emblem of Chuck there, which they got rid of instead of having it there. The pizzeria and games, they don't have it there. They have it up there. They have the new tiles, though, back there. And then over here by the prize counter, they have the U1 sign with the 2.0 tickets. They have a star cap down here. And then here's another thing I forgot to show last time. The 90s prizes may be purchased for cash sign, which did survive 2.0 as well. They have 3 of the 6 gumballs. I am not seeing Chucky or Bella or Jasper. They do have their old Ice Cube balls there. They got rid of that game, of course. Ooh, they have the Chuck E. Cheese Big Rig right there. I don't know if I have enough tickets for that, but I'm going to have to try to get that. I've never seen that before. The cubes are a little more expensive here. They do have small Bella, they have small Pasquale, and they have large Bella. And the large big heads up there are also more expensive here. And then here's the rest of their prize counter. Another thing I noticed is that the spotlight here for Chucky's portrait is missing its bulb. I also think that this was not working last year, so it's been a whole year with this light being out here for Chucky's portrait. I also pretty clearly remember that being out last year as well. Alright guys, now let's do a quick history lesson on this store. York, PA opened as a ShowBiz Pizza Place in March of 1983. The Rockafire explosion would have been right here on this wall from there to there. And that lasted all the way up until 1991 or so when they got concept unification, turning it into Munch's Make Believe Band. And the 3-stage, their old art and showroom walls lasted all the way up until September of 2018 when they got the 2.0 remodel. It was the full 2.0 remodel, of course. It was an early one. It was done by Parkway Construction. Since I was here last, they got the trampoline zone, and other than that, the store has pretty much remained the same since. There were three stages here in the state of Pennsylvania. The first one that was removed was Whitehall's. Then this was the second one removed. And then Altoona's, the third, was removed in 2024. And that marked the end of creative engineering animatronics here in Pennsylvania. This 2017 Donald Dance Floor at this point is very rare. I'm not 100% sure on the exact count, but I think it's in single digits at this point. There are not a lot of them left. Most of them have been standardized. And if you are a fan of this era of 2.0, I highly recommend you get out here and see this store because you never know. It could change any day. All right, now out here when you leave, they do have the different carpet in the lobby. They have the Have a Chucky Day green silhouette on this side, and then they have nothing on this side. No good behavior guidelines or anything like that in this store. All right, everyone, well, that's going to conclude my second visit to the York, PA Chuck E. Cheese. Overall, I like this location. I'm sure I would have liked it a lot more before 2.0. However, it is nice going to one of these 2.0 stores that feels like an actual remodel and not just an animatronic removal to fill a quota. I am, of course, taking home a prize today. I was able to get the Chuck E. Cheese Big Rig. As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. Unfortunately, Pasquale is not on it, which is a shame, but I do really like this a lot. It'll be a great addition to my merch collection. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.